What's up, my peoples? I am Gandhi, and today, this is Gandhi Thoughts number 24. Yesterday, just to give like a little quick background here, yesterday my video, which we had so much crazy intense shit happen on, is not uploading yet, so this one's probably not going to upload either right away to YouTube, so I apologize for that. But all in all, it's been like yesterday was probably the craziest Monday of my entire life, and I gotta say, I mean, I love it in every way, but God, it was intense. We started off the show, and it was like my personal gripes with like the AGL tournament and stuff to that sort. And then at the end, we had the guys, Jeff come in from UMGGaming. That's their Twitter. Make sure everyone goes in there to follow them. They are awesome dudes. And so he comes in there and basically said that he is willing to run us an event. Now, I've been talking with Jeff and Profit, and Haywood's also part of the team. And so I personally know. I know the dates, and I know the venue. But it's going to be in June. UMG is going to be having a event in June in St. Louis, Missouri. And so there's the announcement posted in the chat by Siren, and it's honestly like a humongous deal because these guys really got established during Call of Duty. They threw a $10,000 event for Call of Duty, like I think the second week that Black Ops 2 was even out. And essentially, I was talking to Jeff, and I made it. He kind of made it clear, and I made it clear too, that this is our event to prove. We have to prove ourselves to him, and they have a lot of downtime, or they have downtime in between their events, and so they're willing to throw us our own personalized events in between this downtime. So we're looking at a lot of tournaments here. I mean, you're talking. We're gonna have. Hold on one second here. We're going to have AGL, where you're also going to have PGL when that gets off on its feet, and now we're going to have UMGGaming. Like that's a lot. Dude, it's a lot of tournaments, and I mean the money for the top players are going to be good, but so the prize money I believe is I think he mentioned that it's going to be around $10,000, and the reason it's going to be $10,000 is because it's our first event. We still have to prove ourselves, right? So everyone knows like that's fine, right? The big thing here is that this event is going to be ran very, very well. It's going to be controlled by obviously the UMGGaming guys, but as well as myself and the Go Beyond Entertainment crew. Game types, obviously we're going to be using the competitive V4 settings, which are not out yet. Which they should be coming out relatively soon. I know Ghostlyam is working around the clock for those. But so when you're playing Team Throwdown, those rocket times, those maps, those things, that's what we're going to be playing. We're not going to be two-plot. Don't worry. Two-plot extraction is going to be taken out. Two-plot extraction is not even in the equation, and neither is Team Deluxe. Team Deluxe is out. It's going to be the BR start. So when you go in there, pick your BR start. And that's how things are going to work, and it's going to be really badass. But now, so here's where I actually have to monitor the chat a little bit and talk about the format that I want to propose. So the number one thing I want to do is, so we don't have any seeding. We have no seeding for Halo 4, and I'm not going to take AGLs because some teams may not be coming from AGL, blah blah blah, and there's no past ranking system for them. So instead, what we're going to be doing is we're going to have it was proposed by Diesel, and I'm running with the idea. We're going to have a free-for-all on Friday. Now we have limited time on Friday for the venue. We have there's going to be registration there, and getting teams signed in, and there's going to be free play and stuff. But what we're going to do for the free-for-all is going to be and this is what I really want people to really think about, because I think it's badass. Like, I think it's amazing. I think it's like the best thing in the world. So what I want to do is I want each team is going to have the choice of picking 2 players per their squad to enter into the free-for-all to decide where their team lies up. So now I know a lot of people are like, why not just have all 4? Because there's time restraints, and it's either, we can do it this way, and we all don't believe in online scrims, and that was the best thing that Jeff said to me. He was like, I don't believe in, online for rank play, or for ranking for a tournament, and I was like, that is awesome. And so now we're at this point now where it's basically like this. So each team is going to pick 2 players, either at the event or before the event, it doesn't matter, to play in this free-for-all, and then there's going to be a point system and based by rounds, just the same way MLG does, but it's only going to be 2 people. Only 2 people, and that's how it's going to go. So if you guys are cool with that, type 1 in the chat. If you guys have any questions with it, give me 2. And as I'm looking at the chat, I'll be able to explain why I like it. So the number one thing as to why I really like this format is because, personally, from my own personal experience, there's a lot of times where, I wasn't the best, free-for-all player, right? And Shockwave had his moments. Ghost Ayami used to be a free-for-all kid, and then he lost it all. A lot of teams basically have like 2 players per team who are actually good at free-for-all, right? And so now these players actually get to focus on this as well. So they have a reason to enter Team Rumble Pit or, I don't know we got to decide on the free-for-all map and everything like that. But I know for sure we'll be testing that. Ghost Ayami will be doing his best on that. So that's the free-for-all. And based on the fact of the seas of ones here, I think we're all on the same page. The next thing I want to talk about is the format. Now, everyone is familiar with MLG's veto system. Now, how Major League Gaming's veto system works is like this, okay? So we have 11 game types. We have total of 11 game types. My team, let's just say, we'll just do teams here, right? I'm Team Carbon, and I'm going up against Final Boss, right? There's 11 game types. Higher seed picks 1 game type out of the 11 to veto. Comes back to me, we pick a game type, we veto. It goes down to 5 games, right? Whatever those 5 games are, we put it in order. We start off objective, Team Slayer, objective, Team Slayer, okay? And then what that's going to do is you're going to have those 5 game types. Now, in the continuation series, when it goes from best of 5, and if I get knocked, if we lose to Final Boss in the final or the winners finals, we come back through the losers finals and we meet up again in the finals. It would go to a best of 11, and we play those 6 game types out that we vetoed. So you're going to have to end up playing those 11 game types, period. Now, I don't know how many Ghosts actually is planning on using for V4, but if there's more than that, if there's, let's say if there's, I think there's 15 slots in Team Throwdown now as it stands. So if there's 15 game types, then we'll do another veto system to where we're down to 11 from 15. So that is what I think is going to work out best. We could, if you guys are against that, we could just, predetermine everything and do that. So if you would like the MLG style veto system, press 1. If you would like, set game types for rounds, go ahead and press 2. Okay, so it's kind of unanimous that it's a 1 here, which is there is a couple 2s now. So look, I want to explain this even more in depth. So look, the big thing with the veto system is that there was times back in the past with Major League Gaming that that we saw a lot of, like in Halo 1, there was a lot of Game 5s, Game 5, Team Slayer chillouts. Like it was always there. In Halo 2, there was a lot of times where people thought like Team Slayer Warlock was played more than like Team Slayer Midship and stuff like that. So it's really one or two things. We could sit here and we could do, and it is like a 50-50. We could do the veto system, or we could do the other one. But I honestly think that the MLG's veto system actually works. It's not like Arena Gaming's. How Arena Gaming's worked was essentially in Game 1, you had 3 game type choices, okay? In Game 2, you had 3 game type choices. In Game 3, you had 2 game type choices. Now, whatever was left over, whatever didn't get vetoed would come in at Game 4 and 5 of those choices. And I know a lot of people are going to be like, I don't know how I feel about that, but the big thing is you can play to your strengths. If we have 15 game types going in, which I think V4 has, so if we have 15 game types going in without Team Deluxe, just BRs, obviously, because that's what we're going to use, then, it's going to be The veto system is actually going to come into a factor, right? Because you're going to be able to play to your strengths and you're going to be able to cancel out your weaknesses. Now, there's going to be the big thing about veto system is just that, right? You're going to have the ability to get rid of one weakness in the best of 5 right away, right? Like if you're absolutely awful at capture the flag on Skyline, then you can just get it out of there. You get it away there, first ban done. So that's what I personally think the veto system is the best, but once again, it's for the community, so my hands are kind of tied on this. But if it's a 50-50 split, it's going to happen. Siren, I know you're in the chat, and some of the Beyond guys are in here as well. I think we should get a poll and really just do it that way. And no, we will not be. We're not using 4-shot kill. We're not using CGL settings. We're not using EGL settings. We are going to be using team throwdown settings. Period. Fact. Done. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is something that's very, very, very important. And this is something that we all actually have to do. So I believe that UMG is going to be announcing all their details this weekend in the stream because they're having an event this weekend for Call of Duty. We're gonna bomb them on Sunday. We all got to go in on Sunday, and we have to show them that we're supporting them, even though just because they're supporting us. I don't care if you like COD. I don't care if you don't like COD. Whatever. Just go in there, throw the stream up. Play Halo on the side. You don't even have to watch it. Just you're going to do it. The next thing with that is going to come. This is not our turf. Again, this is not our turf at all. We have never, ever had an event ran for us that wasn't made for Halo, right? We had MLG made for Halo. We had AGL now made for Halo. We had AGP back in the day made for Halo. This is the first event which is completely different from Halo. This was made for Call of Duty. Now they are picking us up. We 100% have to be respectful. Now, I'm not saying you can have your opinions, just don't be an asshole, right? Like, don't be those guys, because you know what? The thing is this is a good thing. We could have a very, very good thing here. Because they have downtime in between events, right? So the big thing about that is we can have consistent tournaments, and this isn't like this isn't an AGL, and I can't stress that enough. They're going to have 10 stations. They will be having 10 stations to play Halo on. That means there's going to be there's adequate warm-ups. That means teams are going to be showing up. It's not going to run late. I guarantee you that. I will not let it even come close to running late. I know the guys from UMG are not going to be running it late. But so that's really all I wanted to say. If anyone has any questions, go ahead and throw them in the chat, and I'll do the best to answer them. And no, you can't say fuck COD. You got to just be like, COD's not my cup of tea. The commentators are going to probably be me, Maven, Gosayami, and I think Saucy's in the mix, and Walshy's in the mix. Obviously Golden Boy's going to be there because Golden Boy's the man, and so that's going to be our team of casters. I don't know if Walshy's going to be able to make it out. I haven't really even talked to him, but that's going to be our team of casters. For sure, it's going to be me, Saucy. It's going to be the Beyond crew. It's going to be me, Saucy, Gosayami, and Maven out there 100%. So now if anyone has any questions regarding the FFA format, the veto system, or the other way to do it, we'll probably get a poll up there tonight so everyone can be on the same page. But other than that, anyone have any questions? Yes, Majestic Map Packs will be played. It'll be everything you're playing in V3 settings and Team Throwdown will be the game types used. Nothing will be altered besides, obviously V4 will be coming out soon, and we won't have two-plot extraction. Oh, God, good call. Okay, so, formal. So, the teams are going to be capped. So like I said, this is a proving ground, right? The teams are going to be capped at 64. I have made it I have suggested that we hold out 8 passes for pros. I believe that if it's going to be an event where we have to prove ourselves, then that is exactly what it's going to be, is that we are going to have the best of the best there. So I want these to sell out as soon as they go live, but I also want, to make sure the pros can get in there as well. 8 passes, people can say is too much, but, it is what it is. As soon as the pros register up, then I'm going to just do it. It could be 6, it could be 4, it doesn't matter. 4 passes held out, whatever, 60 from 64, that's the same difference in my opinion. The payout is going to, they are throwing up $10,000. I'm not sure if it's top 4 get paid out or top 3. We haven't really thought, I didn't talk to him about that, but I do know it's $10,000. Sexy Kate may be there. 8-Bit Kate actually may be in attendance. I could have there. Station 9 will 100% be implemented into V4. Capture the Flag Lotus will not. So when you're playing customs, get rid of Lotus Capture the Flag. Get rid of that awful Abandoned we played. Get rid of Lockdown Ball. Those are not game types. Sadly, Haven Extraction will be coming back due to King of the Hill being completely broken. And other than that, I don't know all the V4 game types that Ghost is testing out. I do know there is a new Simplex coming out, and there's some other ones. But so Ghostly Army will be in touch of that. Solid Slice is absolutely gone. There's no way. Crazer, that is a good question. Let me... Okay, so the prize payout is going... Oh, wow. That's awesome. So the prize payout is going to be... This is going to be a reason for people to actually practice. The prize payout is going to be $7,500 for first, $1,500 for second, and $1,000 for third place. Give me 1 second. I don't believe we're going to need... I don't believe we're going to need split screen with 64 teams. But let me... Give me 2 seconds. There is no split screen. Ladies and gentlemen, there will be no split screen at all. And now I will be getting... What's the registration fee? There will be no split screen, so everyone who is going there's no split screen. Again, there will be no split screen. No one has to worry about practicing, period. Okay, so it is going to be $200. $200 for your team, so $50 per person. So $50 per person, $10,000 in prize pool, no split screen. Free-for-all will be played Free-for-all will be played Friday, and how free-for-all is working, it is not all 4 members are going to be going in. Teams are going to pick 2 players per their team to enter into the free-for-all to give them adequate seating. If everyone is clear on this, type 1. If anyone else has any questions, type 2, and I'll try to get to them as best as I can. But other than that's really all I got here. I really hope everyone is really pumped up for this. All right, badass, man. All right, so moving forward here, this is what I'm looking for, what we need as everything here. So right, closing thoughts here. You guys... we're gonna really have to make sure that we have the best 11 game types possible going into this event, and so we're gonna have to be up Ghostly Army's ass a lot for it. And so we're gonna have to be practicing. We're gonna have to be implementing it. I think we go to polls, and that's how we're gonna do it. So again, we'll probably get a poll up tonight, doing some stuff. But other than that, that's all I wanted to say. I see you guys there. And also, again, UMGGaming will be having an event this weekend. They will be making their announcement as well as this weekend. We're going to have to bring the noise, a lot of the noise. So I know it's Call of Duty, but this is their turf. They are bringing us in with open arms. Be respectful And if you're not, then just, get the fuck out of here, in all honesty, because no one gives a shit about you. But so that's going to do it for my thoughts number 24. It's been a crazy past 2 days, and I'm really glad to be working with UMG. Make sure you guys follow them at UMGGaming, and make sure to support the hell out of them. That's what we're here for. So we bring the noise, we get more of these. Done. Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure to follow their Twitter, and make sure that you start practicing these game types. Other than that, peace.